So there are three types of leadership in Iran. Okay, this is important to understand. The first one are pro-US. They are quite secular in nature, and they're just technocrats surviving in the theocracy. But they would have absolutely no problem going back to the pre-1979 era. The second one are the moderate terrorists. Okay. So these are the people like Arakchi and Galibov. They have a lot of uh, money, power, and time invested in the theocratic system that's been there since 1979. Although they would gladly send their sons and daughters to the US, Canada, UK, whatever. They do a lot of business. Even Khamenei Jr. has millions of dollars of mansions in the UK, business in Spain, Germany. They have, these people have billions of dollars stashed away in the banks in the UAE. So they like to take advantage of both, right? They like the system, the brutal regime, which gives them power, money, whatever. And then they also get to take advantage of the Western system. And then there are the third type, that is the pure terrorists of the IRGC, which is like a mafia, right? They control everything in Iran. They control the banks, they control the telecommunication, construction, the oil business, of course, that's number one, and ports, whatever you can think of, all the essential sectors of the country. So they control like 50, 60% of the economy. And these people will definitely not want to compromise. They don't want to lose power. Because the number one reason is that they've been brutal towards the ordinary Iranians, right? We saw that in January. They would just send pickup trucks with machine guns, and they would just mow down uh, the protesters. They could do whatever they want. The IRGC, the military, and besiege the paramilitary. They can arrest whoever. There's no due process. There's no jury trial. There's no open investigation. They just rape women. They torture people into confession, and then they hang them from the cranes in public. These are just monsters from like medieval ages, right? They have no concept of human rights, nothing, freedom, liberty, individual rights, women's rights, nothing. They know nothing. They're just like brutal, barbaric savages. So these people are very, very afraid of losing power because if, say, Galibaf and the foreign minister Arakchi, they make peace with the U.S., then the lives of the IRGC people are in danger. If the common Iranians come to power, then thousands and thousands of these IRGC guys are going to be hanging from the crane. Okay. And this is not just a January. It's been going on for 47 years, just a bloodbath for 47 years. So these people are not going to want to compromise at all. They would rather, because they only have two choices. Okay. Like either they're going to get killed by the ordinary Iranians, or they're going to be killed by the missiles, the American and Israeli missiles. I think they would go for the latter because the death would be faster. So let's see what happens. The Iranian team has agreed to fly to Pakistan tomorrow night. So probably the negotiations will start on Wednesday, which is also the end of the ceasefire. And Trump has sent thousands more of American soldiers and Marines to the Middle East. So if the ceasefire fails, uh, it's pretty much going to be like, Trump will start to really bomb the power plants, bridges, oil refineries, pipelines, and there would probably be a ground invasion of, say, Karg Island and other small islands in the Strait of Hormuz, like La Roque and Keshem and Hormuz Island. Those will all be taken to free up the strait. So we'll see. The Iranians have a lot of bluster, but Trump seems to have reached the end of the rope, and fireworks will very likely start this week.